Okay, so we're ready to start sanding these wraps. And so what I have here is I have some 1500 grit sandpaper, and I have it cut in little strips about the same width or smaller than the actual wrap. And I have a little dish of distilled water, and I have the rod chucked up, the whole rod chucked up into my rod lathe. And so now I'm just going to put the power on and give it a few spins and see how it goes. Now you can see, hopefully you can see, I'm trying to get in focus. That white stuff is the epoxy finish. So I'm just going to wipe that off by dipping my finger into the water. It comes right off. We get a shop towel and dry it off so we can see how it looks. It will look horrible. So I don't know if you can see, but it no longer has a shine to it, and actually it needs a little bit more. I am actually taking just a little bit of the finish off. And believe me, this makes all the difference in the final finish. And that is it. Now I'm going to let that dry. Now this is the one we did all that surgery on. And actually I'm going to hit it again. Now you don't want to go too far as you start getting down to the thread. If you hit the thread, it's going to fray the thread. There's nothing you can do but cut off the wrap and start over. I'm not applying a lot of pressure, but I could just to get down a little faster, but I mean, this is working out just fine. Okay, that looks good. Nice and smooth. This is a good little trick too. If you get any dust in your wraps, in your finish, you can hit it with this, and that usually takes care of it in my experience. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's how I do it. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to do the rest. Let that dry well. I could probably hit this one again, but this will be the last one. Okay, so I went ahead and finished sanding all the guide wraps and ferrule wraps. And I didn't really need to, but I really like the process. I like the result, and I do feel that it gives me a better final finish coat. So I went ahead and did it. So you can see how it looks very matte. It has a matte finish now. And that's what happens. So as soon as you hit it with the final skim coat of finish, it will go gloss again. So now, before I do that though, I'm going to put alignment dots on the ferrules. So right there on the black thread, I'm going to put alignment dots on each side. So I'm going to show you how I do that.